Please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Rupee, meanwhile, continues to weaken against the US dollar, plunging to a fresh record low in trade today. The currency opened at a record low of 70 rupees and 25 paise to the dollar and continued to weaken from that point to hit 70 rupees and 32 paise as demand for dollars strengthened. While emerging market currencies have been sharply hit due to the lira crisis in Turkey, in India, a five-year high for the July trade deficit also hit sentiment. So far the month, the rupee has fallen 2.51% and remains the worst performing currency in Asia for the year. And former RBI Governor Raghuram Rajan has said that he is not too concerned about the rupee hitting an all-time low. Speaking to CNBC, Rajan said that the rupee needed a modest weakening because India's inflation is higher compared to inflation in many key economies. Principal economic advisor Sanjeev Sanyal too echoing Raghuram Rajan's sentiment. He said that India's policies allow the rupee to find its own level.
I think the rupee has been strengthening in real terms for quite some time. The inflation rate has been modest but slightly above world inflation rates. And as a result, the rupee needs a modest weakening over time. So I'm not too concerned about the rupee hitting an all-time low. It's more a factor of dollar strength rather than necessarily rupee weakness. But I would say that broadly, you want to look at countries with large current account deficits as well as a high level of debt.
Rupee is allowed to find its own level in the long to medium term. The Reserve Bank, however, has a long-held policy of controlling volatility, which it has more than adequate foreign exchange reserves to do in either direction. So just a few months ago, it was appreciating very strongly and it was accumulating foreign exchange reserves. And now that it is has been weakening, it has been controlling the volatility on the other side by using up the reserves. That's what the reserves are there for. We will now allow, in this format, explicitly allow the rupee to find its own level. Again, whether it's the economics or long-held practice, we are basically doing what is the appropriate thing to do.
A quick look then on how the Lal Street fared. Weak global cues, rupee depreciation weighed in and led to a range-bound trade today. As you can see on your screens, the Nifty ended 0.5% in the red, breaching the 11,400 mark. Sensex tanked more than 150 points. Nifty Bank underperformed. That index shed more than 200 points by the end of the day. Mid-caps ended 0.25% in the red. But getting stock specific, and here's the CNBC-TV18 exclusive, we learned from sources that ICICI Bank, on behalf of GP Associates lenders, have approached the RBI to prevent the company from being sent to the NCLT. Now, the company has also requested the central bank to allow an out-of-court settlement plan for GP Associates, arguing that the company's debt has reduced by half over the past 4 years. It's another word to see if at all RBI does actually comply to this or agree to this. But shifting focus to Assam Citizens List case, the Supreme Court has asked the state's NRC coordinator to submit a list detailing the district-wise percentage of people excluded from the draft NRC. The Apex Court also said that the claim and objection forms on the Assam NRC issue will be made available from the 20th of August.